Hello everyone, today our topic is how to create Taskade task from Google Calendar events. So here our objective is that whenever a new event is created in Google Calendar, then we want to use these event details and we want to create a new task in Taskade with those same details. For this, we will create an integration between Google Calendar and Taskade. For creating this integration, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, we are going to use trigger and action. In trigger application, we are going to use Google Calendar. In action application, we are going to use Taskade. So how I am going to create this integration? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen. And today we are working with Google Calendar and Taskade. So Taskade is an AI tool which supercharges your workflow with Taskade AI, generates streamlined workflows, spark creative ideas, automate tasks, and chat with AI in every project. So here our objective is that whenever a new event is created in Google Calendar, then we want to create a new task automatically in Taskade with that same details of the new event. So for this, we will create an integration between Google Calendar and Taskade. So for this, I will open a new tab and search for pabbly.com. And it will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get hundreds of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers, and here we are going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, I will click here on Access Now button under Pabbly Connect. And this will take us to this dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Here, we want to create a new workflow. For that, I will click here on Create Workflow button and this window will pop up. Here, I have to name my workflow. So I will name it as my objective, which is to create Taskade task from Google Calendar events. Now I will select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So I will select home and I will click on create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger will be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and action will just follow that. So we will set up our trigger first. And here our trigger application will be Google Calendar. I will search for that and I will select here. Now I have to give a trigger event. So for that I will open this tab and new event will be my trigger event. So I will select this. Now I will connect Google Calendar with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection. I will sign in with Google. I will click on allow to give access to my account. And my connection is successful. Now I have to select my calendar. So for this, let's go to calendar. And here I'm going to use this demo calendar. I will map this in Pabbly Connect. I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. I will select my calendar, which is demo. And now I will go back to Google Calendar and I will create a new event here. So I will click here on create. I will click on event. Now I will give a title to my event, which is test event. And I will select my event date. So my date will be 7th of December. And my timing will be 12 PM to 1 PM. And I will select my time zone, which is Indian Standard Time, Asia, Kolkata. So I'm going to click OK. So this is my time zone. And I'm going to give a description to my event. So this will be. So my description is, this is for testing purpose. So I'm going to click on save. And here I have created this new event on 7th of December, which is test event. So I will go back to Pabbly Connect and I will click on save and send test request button. And here we have received this new response. And if you don't get this response instantly, don't worry. This is a polling based response and you will get your response in the next 10 minutes. So you need to wait for that. And in every 10 minutes, you will get the new responses. So this is my event, which is test event. and my time zone is Asia, Kolkata. So this is the start date and time of my event, and this is my end date and time. And the description is, this is for testing purpose, and this is my time zone, which is Asia, Kolkata. Now I want to use these details of the event, and I want to create a new task in Taskade automatically. But before this, I have this end date and time and this start date and time. So these are in the format with time. And so for creating a new task in Taskade, we can't use these dates in this format because this format is not supported in Taskade. So we need to change the format of these dates. So for that, I will use a tool that Pabbly offers, which is date and time formatter. So I will search for that. I will use this. Now I have to give an action event. So I will open this tab and format date only. So this will be my action event, and I will click on connect. Now I have to select my date. So I'm going to open this response and I'm going to select my start date time. And this date is in this particular format, and I want to change this in this particular format. So I've selected my formats. So I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. So this is my required start date. Now I'm going to follow the same steps for my end date. So I will add action step. I will again search for date and time formatter. I will give an action event, which is format date only. I will connect. And here I will select my end date. So this is my end date time. So this is in this format, and I'm going to change it in this particular format, which is year, month, and date. So this is my required format. I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And now I got the end date. So with this tool, I've formatted my start date and end date in the required format that we need. Now I'm going to create a new task in Taskade automatically with the details of the event that we have created in Google Calendar. So for that, I will add another action step. And here my action application will be Taskade. I will search for that. I will select this. Now I have to give an action event. So I will open this tab, and create task will be my action event. I will connect Taskade with Pabbly Connect. I will click on add new connection, and I will connect with Taskade. Now I will click on allow to give access to my account. My connection is successful. Now we have these details here, and we need to fill all these details. First, I have to give workspace ID, folder ID, and project ID. So for this, let's go to Taskade. And here we are using this workspace. And in workspace, we are working in Pabbly Connect. And in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to use this project, which is Google Calendar task. So I'm going to map all these details in Pabbly Connect. Let's go back to Pabbly Connect. So my workspace ID will be workspace. So I'm going to select this. Now I will select my folder ID, which is Pabbly Connect. And I have to give a project ID. And we have 3 projects here: Google Calendar task, Notion task, and integration. So I'm going to use this Google Calendar task. So I will select this. And now we have these 4 details: content, start date, end date, time zone. And I'm going to map all these details. And here I'm going to use mapping. So what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous steps, and data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I'll click here. I will open this response of Google Calendar. Here I'm going to map my description of the event, which is this is for testing purpose. So this will be my content of the task, and I have to map start date. And I'm going to map this start date from the date and time formatter, in which we have changed the format of the start date. So I will open this. I will open this date and time formatter response. And in this, we have this result of the start date. Similarly, I will map my end date. So I will open this. This will be my end date response. And I'm going to select my end date. Now I have to give a time zone. So I will open this. I will open this Google Calendar response. And in this, we have this time zone. So I'm going to select this, which is Asia, Kolkata. So these are my details, and I have filled all my details here. Now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we have this response. So this means we have created a new task in Taskade automatically from the event that we have created in Google Calendar. To check this, let's go to Taskade. I will open this project, which is Google Calendar task. And here we can see we have created a new task in this, this is for testing purpose. And this is the due date, which is December 7, 2023. And the timing is 12 AM. So we have created this task automatically in our Taskade. And these are the details of the event that we have created in Google Calendar. So our integration between Google Calendar and Taskade is working successfully. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. So here we have created this integration between Google Calendar and Taskade, so that whenever a new event is created in Google Calendar, then we are creating a new task in Taskade with those same details of the event. So let's summarize what we did here. So first we have set up our trigger, and our trigger application was Google Calendar, and our trigger event was new event. Then we have set up our actions, and in action first we have used date and time formatter, and through which we have changed the format of the start date and the end date that we need into the format that we need. Then we have set up our final action step, and here our action application is Taskade and our action event was create task. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description, so you can check it out from there. Thank you. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.